Hey, Cousin Jack here with another episode of Woodcarving Weekly. Today we're going to have some woodcarving videos, woodcarving blogs, and in general we'll have a good time. As always, the resources that I mentioned today will be linked in the description right below the video, and then also in the comments section a little further down the page right below this video. Let's get started. Up first today we'll introduce you to Daniel Allen. He's been publishing YouTube videos for about 13 years, and he goes by the name of Schpoingle. So you may have seen his Schpoingle YouTube channel. It's been there quite a while. Daniel is a little bit different. Some people might even say he's offbeat. And he's put together, kind of assembled over the years, a playlist of woodcarving videos that he has packaged together, and he's calling it the Lucky Clover School of Woodcarving. Altogether, this playlist is 46 videos, and it covers topics like how to make your own knives, some beginner-friendly types of tutorials, and also some basics for beginners. So you may have seen the YouTube channel, but you may have missed this playlist. I'll have a link for you. And check out the channel as well. See what you think. Alec LaCasse recently published a new video where he's doing a product review on the Flexcut Carvin Jack 2.0 pocket knife / multi-tool. Yeah, in this video, Alec is saying he's had the tool for 8 months now, and he wants to go over some of the things that he likes about it, some things that he does not like about it, and he also has some suggestions on how it could be improved. You'll also see in this video that he's doing a little whittling with the Flexcut, showing you and demonstrating how to use the various blades that come with it. And he also lets you know about there's some wiggle that has kind of developed in some of these blades. So he uses some tools to try and tighten up the blades and see if he can eliminate the wiggle. It doesn't work, but he does kind of tighten up the walk and talk. It's the movement of the blade stepping through opening and closing, and instead of addressing the wiggle. Altogether, Alex has got some really useful information, and he also talks about the cost of this multi-tool. Check out his video to find out if he would spend the money and buy one or not. Well, I recently got together with Blake Lunsford. We were recording a segment of 5 Fast Questions. That's a new podcast that premiered last week. In this discussion, you'll find out more about Blake. For example, he talks about what got him started into wood carving, how he set it aside for a while, and then how he got back into it again. He also mentions, aside from wood carving, what his second favorite hobby is, and you may be surprised to find out what that is. In our very first segment, we featured the werewolf whittler, and in addition to Blake, we have an upcoming segment that's going to feature Bob Kay. Make sure you check out 5 Fast Questions. You'll find it on my Cousin Jack Carves YouTube channel. Have you ever been carving a small little piece of detail and then it chips out on you, and you say, oh, well, that's not a problem, right? You just glue it back together and it'll be fine, especially after it's painted. And then you realize that the little piece that chipped out landed right on your pile of wood chips. Now you have to go and hunt. Well, that's exactly what happened with Danielle Jones in her new video where she's carving a little forest elf. Danielle lives in Manchester in the UK, and she's the publisher and creator behind the Aldernwood YouTube channel. In this video, she starts out by transferring a pattern from her sketchbook onto her block of wood. And then she gets to whittling. She roughs out the shape, goes through the details, and along the way she provides some nice commentary, including a discussion about some of the challenges that she faced with this project. Challenges with some of the proportions, the shapes, and of course the small details. She does a really nice job with the video. The production quality is pretty good. I think you'll enjoy it. Go and check out her channel and see what you think. Well, now we'll travel to Italy, where there's a brand new article from Sarah at the Whittled Lovelies blog. And in this blog post, she's titled it, "The Best Woods for Carving." Now, early on in the article, Sarah mentions that the best wood depends on what you're carving. So she goes through an in-depth look at the best woods for whittling, best woods for carving with a gouge and chisel, and the best woods to use for an outdoor sculpture that you might use a chainsaw to carve. So, depending upon where you live in the world, the best wood may or may not be available. So it's really good to have some options and some information like Sarah is providing in this article. You'll find this and a lot more content over at the Whittled Lovelies website. Go check it out. Well, up next we go to Ohio for another blog post. This one's from Donald Mertz at the WoodBeeCarver blog. This time around, Don is sharing some information, a step-by-step guide on how you can carve a Civil War era artillery officer. He makes sure to let you know that he uses only knives when he's doing these carvings, and this one is carved from a block of basswood that's 2 by 3 by 9 inches tall. Don provides lots of progress photos to help you as a reference while you're carving one of these for yourself, and he hits it from different angles, so it's a great reference tool. Don also provides you with some photos of the finished product after it's been painted. He also shows you different angles of that as well, and he mentions that he uses oil paints rather than acrylic craft paints that are used by most carvers. Kind of an interesting approach. I know a few that use that. Anyway, make sure you go over to the WoodBeeCarver website for more details. Well, up next we'll visit with Levi over at the Northwest Carving YouTube channel. You know, it's just about Valentine's Day. It's coming up next month, and he's already working on a project that you might want to take a look at. This new video is going to feature him whittling a small heart from a 1 by 1 block of basswood. This is a beginner-friendly, knife-only whittling video. This video is just under 11 minutes long, and there's no talking until the very end when Levi describes what he has done with the finished carved heart. He's attached it to a keychain, and he says, you know, this is a simple and sweet idea for Valentine's Day. So if you're looking for a beginner-friendly, knife-only project that you can make for Valentine's Day, this could be just the ticket. Folks, I want to thank everyone for joining me here today. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. Thanks very much. And if you've missed any of our previous episodes, they're right here. Just click and you'll have a choice of many videos to watch. See you next week.